day. Okay, so this is interesting. Could menopause be giving you migraines? Now, think about that. Now, I don't have menopause yet. I know I will, but I do have a lot of migraines. And I always reach for that aspirin, but it could be my hormones or your hormones. So you need to listen up to this one. Here to explain from the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, of course, Dr. Stephen Hotze and his patient, Melisa Callahan. Melissa, in the break, I said, I really want to hear your stories because basically I've been suffering from migraines since I was 12. Now, we've had all sorts of doctors on to talk about that, and a lot of women suffer from them. But you specifically said it was a debilitating lifestyle that you led. So what happened?
Well, I just grew up having a lot of migraines. Just thought it was part of my genetic makeup. But when I heard about the Hotze Health and Wellness Center on the radio, I went for depression, for heartburn, for gas, fatigue. My doctors, I was on Zoloft, Nexium, Imitrex, and so I just thought migraines, you know.
Well, they were just part of your life.
I did.
Now, what kind of migraines did you get? Were they mostly later in your life, like when you were entering? I mean, how old are you?
50.
Sorry, I have to ask that.
50.
50. Okay.
50.
So, is this about the time that we're sort of entering perimenopausal, menopause type stage? So, are they more prevalent around that time? Because I always find that it's sort of a menstrual thing. That
it is.
Yeah.
Well, they're very prevalent in women. Anytime during their lives, women can have migraines in their 20s and 30s, and if they happen cyclically, just before you're having your days before you're having your cycle, it's hormonal.
So what do you do to know whether it's hormonal or whether you just have a migraine? How do you know right when you have it? Do you put the what do you say, that progesterone cream on you, or how do you know?
That's one thing you can do. You can neutralize it with progesterone drops in the office, or using progesterone cream or progesterone capsules. But the cause of the migraines is due, if it's hormonal, is due to estrogen dominance. As women age, their ovaries make less and less hormones. And this just doesn't happen at the change of life. It starts happening in the 30s, mid-30s. And the progesterone levels fall, estrogen becomes the dominant hormone, and that causes fluid retention. So the fluid retention, that women say, well, premenstrually I get some breast tenderness, some mood swings, fluid retention, some weight gain, and that's when I get my headaches. And that's because if you have fluid retention anywhere in your body, your brain also swells, but the cranial cavity, the skull can't expand, so your brain swells and you get these terrible headaches.
That's all due to water retention.
That can be due to water retention. Estrogen also causes dilation of the arteries, and it causes loss of magnesium, which causes spasm in the arteries. So simply by treating with progesterone, day 15 through 28 of your menstrual cycle, day 1 being the first day of your period, can cause in many women dramatic relief for their migraines.
So is that what happened when you went to Dr. Hotze? He put you on that and you immediately, or was it gradual, like 3 months or 4 months? Gradual?
Gradually. But I mean, I just can't imagine a day without my progesterone.
Really? So what is this progesterone?
Well,
then?
progesterone is the hormone that is produced when a woman ovulates. All month long, a woman will make estrogen hormones. When you ovulate, then you make progesterone to balance the estrogen. If you don't make it, it's kind of like a seesaw. You want to have things in balance. And if you don't make enough progesterone, then the estrogen dominates, and that adversely affects your ability to utilize thyroid hormones, so you get subclinically low thyroid, so women get hypothyroid, which can cause migraines as well. And I should stress, a common cause of migraines is aspartame.
Yes, that's the stuff you see in a lot of your yogurt and a lot of your Diet Cokes.
Diet Cokes is the aspartame, and it's a very addicting additive, and it's hard to come off that. So if a woman drinks a lot of, or a man drinks a lot of diet drinks, and you...
Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know.
I thought that my migraines were a mystery. They're mysterious.
Well, but foods can cause that as well. So hormones, the female hormones, imbalance in the female hormones, low thyroid, or additives in the food can cause
Okay, so
migraines.
estrogen dominance, when we stop ovulating, we lose our progesterone and we get more estrogen, and it makes us retain water, and then we get crazy headaches. Or, as you said, thyroid, which we can also treat with hormones.
Right.
And then, of course, just stop drinking those Diet Cokes.
Diet Cokes.
Seriously, and all that sweetener. And also, it's in yogurt, so be careful. I did see that. Cheese and chocolate, they don't help either. Right. But we can catch you on the radio, which is where you actually caught him.
Yes.
So Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. on 700 a.m.
12 noon.
No, noon to
12
1. Just kidding. Noon to 1 right there. We could also read your book, which is great. And then we could go to your website. We have a lot of access to you, Dr. Hotze.
Yes.
Goodness gracious, so much it's given me a migraine. All right, I want to thank Melissa for being here. Melissa Callahan, of course, Dr. Stephen Hotze, everybody. Check him out.